Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Scott. This guy in here is Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Grey. Today is cleaning day for Tito's cage and his tree. As you can see, he's due for a cleaning. So we're gonna leave Tito in his cage for the time being, because not only do I have to clean his cage, I also have to clean his tree. I've already started, but you can see I'm using my shop vac to suck up all the corn cob on the tray of his tree. There's the shop vac over there. Got the bucket, pick up anything that won't get sucked up. So it's kind of an ordeal because I remade the base of the tree. As you can see, it's a lot wider. This is not the base that comes with the tree. The base that comes with the tree is a lot skinnier, so it can fit through the doors. But however, it doesn't cover the underneath all the branches. So I made the base a lot bigger, so it would catch all his droppings no matter what branch he's on. As you can see, it's quite a large tree, quite a large base. We sit it right here by the window. I currently have the living room kind of tore apart right now so I can clean everything up. But as you can see, with these African Greys, or any parrot really for that matter, they are messy. So I'm gonna clean his tree, finish vacuuming this up, get some new corn cob down, then I'm gonna be cleaning the cage. Alright, so as you can see, I got the tree all cleared up. All the corn cobs picked up off the base. I swept, and any little pieces got on the floor, I swept it up. More than likely I'll be mopping this whole room after I'm done, because once I get to clean his tree and clean his cage, while the cage is outside on the back of the porch, on the back porch, I usually come in here, sweep and mop, and do the whole living room. It's quite an ordeal to do the maintenance on cleaning up after Tito, but you know, he's worth it. We love him. So what I'll do here now next is I got these boxes of corn cob. Let me show you this. Get that situated. This is the corn cob that I buy. It comes in these boxes. It's 25 pounds. I really dislike the fact that they put it in a box, because they have to tape it in all the corners, because this stuff is messy when you open it up. Corn cob seems to go everywhere. I usually take it and put it in buckets. A couple of buckets I got from Lowe's. I'll transfer it from the boxes, I'll put it in the buckets. Usually it takes probably about 1.5 boxes, maybe 2 boxes to cover his tree. So that's what I'm gonna be working on next. I'll be putting down the new corn cob, get everything back in its position in the living room. And that's just the first step of cleaning up after Tito, is cleaning his tree stand. And generally, the tree gets cleaned once every 2 weeks, usually. Because it depends how much time he spends on his tree, dictates how often it gets cleaned. If he's not on his tree a lot, obviously it don't get as dirty, as well as the cage. If he's not in his cage that long, it don't get as dirty, but either way, one or the other is going to be pretty dirty. It just so happens his cage is pretty dirty now. It's been a week. I usually clean it every week. I'll take it outside, I pressure wash it. I got a video on the channel here. You can see how that's all done. But this was just to show you how I do the maintenance of cleaning up after Tito. You gotta take care of his tree, gotta take care of the cage. Then usually, like I said, I sweep and mop the living room and basically go down a rabbit hole of cleaning everything, a whole day of cleaning. So it's a lot. When you have one of these African Greys, they are a lot to maintain, they're a lot to care for. There is an expense associated with them because of the toys. Let's check them out. Come on, Tito, come on. Come on. There's Tito, y'all. I think he knows what's happening. I think he knows he's getting a thorough cage cleaning and tree and everything, huh? He's doing real well. His word this week is the word touch. Because I taught him, you know, touch when I go touch his head or for him to touch me. And he's picked up the word touch, so that's what he's on now. Last week it was come here. This week it's the word touch. Say hi. But let me get back to what I was doing. Tito's gonna sit in there. It's still morning time, so he still has his breakfast to eat on. He's been going through a lot of toys. He's been very active, very talkative. But let me continue on what I'm doing here. I'll show you what I'm doing. So like I said, this corn cob comes in these boxes. About 25 pounds a piece. And what I like to do, I take them out of the boxes, I transfer them into these buckets. I have a couple of those buckets here. And that's just so, when I take it into the house to put on his tree, corn cob doesn't get all over the floor in the living room again. Because these boxes, I don't know why, again, they're using cardboard boxes. It'd be better if it came in actually sealed plastic bags. But that's how they do it. I order it on Amazon, so the link will be in the description below. I am an Amazon associate, so I do earn from qualified purchases. But everything you purchase goes through the channel, goes to Tito, and no additional cost to you. So I appreciate all the purchases, all the support. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Welcome. We have recently hit 500 subscribers for the channel, so thanks to everybody that subscribed. I appreciate y'all supporting Tito and following the channel. Make sure you check out some of our other videos. I think you'll find them beneficial or entertaining. But like I said, I got to transfer all this stuff over, which they package this stuff, they seal it with tape all the way around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's the corn cob in the box. It's just in a cardboard box, which this corn cob can leak out through the cracks, so they tape it up pretty good, but I still think a plastic bag would have been better. But I go ahead and put it in the buckets. I'll go ahead and transfer it in these buckets so, like I said, that way it makes less of a mess in the house when I'm putting it on its tree. Because if you ever dealt with this corn cob, this stuff is so light that when it hits the ground, it'll bounce all over the room. So that's the downfall of the corn cob, but I found the best product to use for the bottom of this tree. It looks nice. Even after he defecates on it, it still doesn't really show much. It's a lot better than cedar shavings or any other kind of base material you could get for your pets. So, like I said, I use the corn cob. Again, it'll be in the link description below. I buy it from Amazon, I order it. My UPS guy probably doesn't like it because usually I order 2 boxes at a time, which means he got carried up the driveway. But that's all part of it. So let's get this other box open. I order from Amazon so often, y'all, I should have a designated spot in my driveway for the delivery truck. That's how much I order off Amazon. Because I'm always ordering the corn cob, like I said, the toys for Tito, his food. Pretty much everything I get for Tito is usually off of Amazon. I order it. I don't really like going to stores. Going to pet stores looking for toys is kind of redundant. They don't have a lot for the bigger parrots. They also put, I found this pretty cool. They put a little thank you card in each box when you buy the corn cob. Just thanking you for being a patron, I guess. Like I said, I'll fill up these 2 buckets. Each box pretty much fills up 1 bucket. Makes it a lot easier. And this is what I go through every week. Cleaning Tito's cage, cleaning up his tree. Like I said, the tree either every week, every other week. But that's what it takes, a lot to it. Alright, so now I'm back in the house. I brought the corn cob in. I'm gonna put it on a stand. And what I do is I just simply pour the bucket out on a stand and spread it out. Like I said, that's 1 box. I definitely need the other box. So let me go get that other box. Alright, here's the other box. Put this on this side, the other bucket, or rather. Y'all, this is what I was talking about with this stuff. If it bounces, where you put it in there, it hits the floor. See all that just down there? Hit the floor. This corn cob goes everywhere. That's why you gotta be careful when you do this. Make sure it spreads evenly. Or you can be cleaning up corn cob all over in your room. But if you have carpets, I don't know if I'd have the tree stand on a carpet. So thankfully we got hardwood floors, so works out good, easier to clean up. So now, like I said, just simply spread it around. So there you have it, y'all. That's how I take care of his tree. One little touch up here. So there you have it, y'all. That's how I take care of Tito's tree. And the finished result is right there. Clean corn cob down, trees cleaned out. I'll get him new food, put in his bowl up here, fresh water, and I'll put Tito out on his tree when I clean his cage. But that's how I clean the tree, y'all. Like I said, again, it's cleaning day, so I got a lot more to do. But that was just to show you a little bit about the Java tree, how I clean that, how I maintain that. Come on, come on. Y'all, my name's Scott. This is Tito. You're watching Tito African Grey. Thanks for watching.